Hey, traders. Happy Thursday. Good to see y'all on this crypto Armageddon. Well, altcoin Armageddon. Bitcoin, nothing, right? Just sells off enough to destroy the altcoins, then rallies resoundingly, and the altcoins do not recover with Bitcoin's recovery. So, I guess we could look at the... Really? Are you surprised? Like, what do you want, dude? They look terrible. It's playing out. TA is being respected in a bearish manner, unfortunately, but whatever. This can protect you from getting destroyed or shorting. So that's what I'm talking about. Bitcoin, the Rubik's Cube. It is the Rubik's Cube with zero discernible edge, really. You could try to, oh, it's 4 hour, just whatever, man. It's until it makes a clean break below 28,782 or 31K, forget about it, man. It's stuck. Buyers keep defending 28,782. My God, because they know how bad it will be if it's a true break. Because there's nothing there, man. They're getting real nervous, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 5 tests. And where's the higher high? If after the 5 tests, can you make a higher high? No, the most recent event was a lower high. In fact, the lowest high of this entire local rally was on May 25th. So again, it's not even really about Bitcoin as much as it is Ethereum that's rolling over right now. And we'll look at Ethereum, but we got to look at one chart that makes too much sense here. All right, Ethereum. Remember that time? I don't know. I mean, I might be just terrible at this, just reading stuff, these charts, whatever. But I think there was like a number, like a specific literal number where, like, if you don't hold above 1972, you regard it as resistance long enough, you go to a certain number. I don't know, whatever, man. So you're heading back down there. I think that was just limit buys were there. It made sense. And you're going right back to it. Nothing else makes sense here. Literally nothing. You go back to 1732 and test it again. If you don't hold it, I'm thinking targets 1420. $1,420 below that level, and that's it. It's not good. Yeah, I get it. There's maybe a bullish bat here. Forget your bullish bat in these extremely bearish conditions, and it's only visible on the 4 hour. The daily looked terrible. Looked like a bearish pennant, and it's starting to break out, play out now. So bearish. Nothing's changed, but at least we got some bearish price action. And that TA being respected with some follow through, right? Good to see y'all today. Where stocks had a really nice little relief rally following through off the past couple days that we've seen. And great, man. That's what happens. You catch rallies. You know, the QQQ had like the lowest volume today on the rally since like April. So low volume pump day means it takes very little market participants to push the price up. That's what's happening. And the other way too, to push it down. So make of that what you will. We will look at those. But just currently looking at Ethereum Carnage as, you know, what was its price yesterday? It was right around the level. It was, dude, I mean, we were live streaming and it was like just below 1972. I mean, since the stream yesterday at its lowest point, Ethereum dropped 11.6%. That's it, dude. I mean, that's terrible. And if this doesn't hold, which it's probably like Bitcoin's 30K, it's going to 1420. Some peaks and valleys here.
Gentlemen.
And that's it. That's it. Party's over. Been over. I mean, God. Hey, if we're below 3K, bearish as F. It hasn't changed. If you fall back below 3K and then you back test it as resistance, bearish and golden candle, it's over, dude. We're like in London, live streaming from the Shard, and all this stuff's happening. It's like, dude, you better look out. This is bad stuff. Very, very bad. So, you can be bullish above 3K. You have to be bearish below it. It was so easy to just discern if you were bullish or bearish there. All right, so it's manifested into it's terrible. It'll be the lowest daily candle close Ethereum's seen since July 19th. And it's probably not done, dude. Just saying. You don't have the liquidity or the sentiment like you had last summer. Not even close. You didn't have an unwinding economy. I mean, an actual, real, legitimate recession. So you have that now, and that's bad. So 6.43% down, but you were down a lot more earlier. So we are in power hour right now. Wait, what happened? We're not in power hour anymore. Universal time change. What happened, chat? Sorry, I sneezed. What happened, man? We're no longer in power hour. Power hour will be in 41 minutes from now. God, dude. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I changed the stream time for that. Now it's like I'd have to change the stream time to 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern if I want power hour while I'm live. Give me a break. Okay, so anyway, all right. So that was Ethereum, Bitcoin. It's still just stuck, and oh, this is what the chart is, man. This is real life. The Bitcoin dominance chart's telling us everything, right? Remember that time it painted the same type of complex wave structure that the DXY did, and it spent even more time consolidating down here. But then when it rallied for the third time off that critical inflection point from May of 2018, it rallied and then sold off. But then when it sold off, it pivoted and made a higher low, and sellers were unable to push the price down to that support again, which is a good sign. And then a supply line was breached in mid-May, and that was your creek. You have jumped across the creek, and you're well on your way to the target area, right? The zone between 47 and 49%. And if you ever break that, then easy 53%, and then maybe even 60% after that. Oh my God, dude. I just have like DAG. I just was looking through S coins today. Dude, look at this. I was like, have an alert set up of this thing's breaking support. Dude, if this thing, what did it just do? Did it just literally re-break? Like, look at this DAG, constellation to tether. If it breaks this level, you have pretty much unlimited downside. Forget the channel, it's cute and all, but I don't really care because I'm not trying to, again, I don't think it matters as much as looking left. Oh my God, there is no liquidity or volume left on these S coins. It's gonna get worse and worse. Did you see that? The thing just hit 9.1 cents. This is the end of DAG coin, or whatever, the hype fest. It's going to 3.6 cents, which is like 60% downside from the breakdown to like the next, yeah, 60% downside. I don't know, man. Just bad. Real bad. I'll add another alert so we can celebrate the end of this coin. Yeah, dude. Who in the world would care if Constellation hit 3 cents? 0 people would care. Maybe 2, the developers would care, no one else. So get wrecked as that Bitcoin dominance chart continues its ascent because it's bottomed out or it's bottoming out. These altcoins are going to get devastated. That's not new though, that's been the case. So it was like impending May 7th once they were at those supports, breaking those supports. Okay, so you're not gonna like this. I mean, maybe you are. I wouldn't. But here's total market cap. It did briefly fall below 1.2 trillion, which is the bottom of the zone where it's you could be in a lot of trouble below there. And I would say like a candle low close takes you to $874 billion down there. I think that will be the next target if this truly does break. And remember what we did yesterday? For the first time in a very long time, we looked at total 2 for good reasons, and now you're gonna see it's about total 2 market cap. It's gonna be making its lowest daily candle close since July 19th, like July 20th, like Ethereum. So you're hanging on still, but barely. Now it's time to be getting a little nervous about if this level will hold this time. Doesn't seem like it with the way the altcoins look right now. Just saying. Something's up with my chart. I may have changed. I didn't change anything. Come on, dude. Do you know how often I stream and how I don't change things? And now it's like It says in 1 hour 36 minutes this 4-hour candle will close. It's all UTC anyway. Why? What would happen? What would have changed? It's UTC. I'm looking at it. It says UTC, not UTC plus anything. Just at the top, it says time zone, the top one. That's what I selected. Dude, that's really weird. So I don't have any idea what's going on. No changes were made. It's not really that big of a deal. I mean, maybe I'll refresh in a minute, but here's your total 2 market cap as we're looking at it. It hasn't broken its key level yet, but it's working on it. If it does, oh my God. Long way down, man. And you can't be that surprised. Yeah, the S coins dumped so hard they broke my trading view. There you go. That's it. So buckle up. Oh man, I wonder what total 3 though without Ethereum has to be way worse, right? Not even really that much way worse, you know. It's yeah, I think this old data here, it's really about the same. It's not too much different. I just got that candle high close from February 21st and everything correlated to it afterwards. So you're just at that level. I mean, I could plot the zone here, maybe like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 now, you know, 400 billion the cutoff on this. I think you're screwed. It looks like you're screwed. My God, the downside on total 3, which is the total market cap of all crypto excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, the downside is really bad. I mean, yeah, you have the peak from 2018, but formal support below 400. Buyers better defend this area, or we're going to be having a bunch of extinct S coins, most likely. All right. Okay. So let's just go to these. Hey, BNB, what was it doing yesterday? No one's going to answer, but like, I know what it was doing yesterday. It was testing an area that was once a daily candle high close from February 21st for the first time ever. It was resistance, and you caught some follow through and broke down. And there's much more downside if you're patient, I think. Based on historical context, there's a lot more downside. So that's what happens at resistance on back tests. Down 5%, relatively mild compared to a lot of other coins out there. So Cardano, we know about this one. Target's still 38.8, 40 cents. You're on your way. It's taking time. This is the daily, man. Each candle represents 24 hours here. So it was at one point at 46 cents. Just if you're patient, it'll be there. If you don't hold that, which I'm starting to feel that the way this market's setting up, it's not gonna hold, and you don't even want to know for Cardano. I mean, we're talking like no supports till like 15, 20 cents or so. It's crazy, man. I don't have the Euro time one set. Dude, I'm looking at settings and I go to time zone and it literally says UTC. It doesn't say Euro or anything like that. It just says UTC with nothing else. But exchange, no, I'll just refresh and see what happens. Just give me a sec. Highly doubt this does anything, but we'll see. Of course it did. Of course it fixed it. What's up with that, man? These random bugs. It's like weird. It fixed the chat. We did it. We win. Here's Bitcoin on the daily. Yeah. Above the fruit fly support, but maybe not for long. So, yeah, man. We got 32 minutes till your daily candle close. Confirmed now. So, you break that, we're screwed, but it hasn't, and it won't, it seems like. But my concern is just the fact that it can't get back above the bullish control zone, or the bearish control zone. It's in the bearish control zone. Above 40 is neutral. It can't even get to neutral. Maybe it will, but for now it's below it. So daily, weekly, RSI, both in the bearish control zone. Not particularly what you want in an asset if you want to be bullish. So at least it's not collapsing, but that's telling you the story, isn't it? Kind of telling the story. Bitcoin scams out and rallies and goes back to neutral on the day, and then the altcoins lose their parts of their souls and they never recover. Sentiment is terrible in crypto. Bitcoin does something like that again, they will dump more, which it all makes sense based on what they're worth. What their worth is based on literally nothing but speculation and you know, excess liquidity in the system. And when the liquidity dries up, why would anyone keep their money in these they're almost scams, dude. No, the YFI scam. I mean, come on. They like posted something about Christmas time today and like some sort of like anime scantily dressed. I even responded. I'm like, no way this trash holds 7,500. No way. When it gets there, it holds. It's going down to 3K. I'm just going to call it right now. YFI 7,500 is not going to hold. So it'll probably go to $3,000 because there's nothing else that makes sense. But I'm telling you, when developers, you know, post stuff like that, hey, they're like, sorry, we haven't posted in 5 months. Merry Christmas.
China to me, China.
Rest in peace, Ray Liotta. 0.0487000 LTC.
What's up, Tony Soprano, man? Thanks for the 3. Yeah, Rip Ray, man. He was unbelievable actor. So good, dude. He's gonna have to go home and get his shine box. Rip. He would laugh at that. All right. So, yep. YFI, just wait for it. I just have an alert set up. I have an alert set up for when it hits the support, but I'm going to set up another alert, a hilarious, you know, alert. Laugh. I'm going to laugh like him in that scene in Goodfellas, okay, when it hits the next alert. All right. And then, yeah, why look at YFI when you could YFI? Here it is. I mean, you're not too much further away to zero. Why not? Probably going to fall. I mean, just keep falling. What support is? There's no support till zero. Here's your next support. Communist Chinese rug pull. Plastic forks. Yep, nice. Okay. So let's go back to the larger crypto coins that are so much better, right? XRP down 2.5%. I guess that's considered a victory today. Congratulations on XRP holders only losing 2.5% when a lot of assets are down 6 to 15%. So I think you got pretty lucky though with Bitcoin. I don't think this is actionable. I think eventually 32 cents and then 24 cents after that. So patience, more downside, but whatever. Funny like a clown, like I amuse you. Mars Martian? Yeah, right, dude. Okay, XRP. Yeah, that's riveting update, huh? Yeah, it's terrible. It's not in a good spot. That's all I can say. Oh, wow. I looked at Cardano before XRP accidentally. My bad. Sol is down 8.4%. I'm sorry. Could we just watch the stream from yesterday and laugh? No way. I mean, $48. How does that hold? Probably won't. It's not. And it's now, I'm thinking the target on this is $21 and change in time. The 886 get wrecked. It's still like around, I mean, it's lower than an 886 retrace now, but I'm just saying, man, I think like if you're patient enough and enough time goes by, we'll see a $21 Sol again, SOL. That's it. That's right, 21 Savage Souls. Yep. Sol will never hit $20, man, says the Soul Moon Boy on the way to $20. You're not oversold anymore. You're in the bearish control zone. Perfect conditions to become oversold again at lower prices. Get wrecked. Terrible. Oh, Dogecoin, though, is going to save the world. You know, we're just making the rounds of the large market cap assets. Wow, dude. It barely held on to 7.86 cents. Once it breaks, going right back down to 6.5, 6.6 cents. And then who knows, after that, probably 4.2 cents. So you're in a bear trend, and you're probably going lower in time. That's it. It will go lower than you think. Like, oh, it can't go to 4.2. It can't go to 2 cents. You just wait, man. You must have not participated in 2018, or at least you weren't around in 2018. If you're like, it can't happen. Oh, if it can happen, it will, in a really bad way. Okay? But the same way, no one said, like, people said, no way Doge could hit 75, 76 cents when Doge was at less than a penny. If it can't happen, it will. I'm saying, it could get way worse than you actually could believe. No offense. I'm not trying to be negative here. What do you want me to do, man? You just want me to lie to you and just say, oh my God, Doge looks so good right now. Oh my God, you know, I don't even want to go any further than that, because someone will tune in and out of context be like, he said Doge looks good. It's like, no, not true. That's why it's hard to even joke about it. But DOT, scam, joke. Perfect short trade setup. Already, you know, followed through pretty well today. Good start. You know, it was 883 at one point, but you had to go to the 4 hour to see it. It was beautiful, man. It was just like these lower highs. They were all back testing the critical level from history levels, you know. And now you're rolling over, and that's what we want, because that's the only thing that makes sense here. For it to rally after doing all that doesn't make sense. The psychology of buyers and sellers is telling you stuff, and like, I think we still have much further to fall, way further to fall. It's just the beginning if you're patient. Okay. Good luck DOT, which is apparently, you know, a really large crypto asset. Tron has now overtaken Avalanche. That makes sense, right? Because Tron isn't at least collapsing to the levels that which Avalanche is. Avalanche is it's living up to its name incredibly well now, right? So we can now, I guess, look at Tron. It's only down 2+%. This thing is unbelievable. It's almost like a commodity. It looks like a commodity. Dude, if you break this level, there could be absorption of remaining supply here at the same time as absorption of remaining demand. But the way this thing looks like, it looks like it's about to break to 12 cents. And you can't believe it now. I can't believe it. But I'm looking at it, and the structural developments are extremely bullish. Nothing looks like this in crypto. Like nothing that's, you know, got a market cap that is this large. Nothing. You're at critical levels, bullish critical levels. If it's broken, I mean, Tron could have a freaking 20-30% up day. Just like if I flipped the chart over and looked at like this, oh my God, Tron looks like it's about to collapse, chat. That's the way it should look like, right? Because we're in a bear trend, and no, for some reason, Justin Sun's coin, it looks amazing technically. Too much accumulation going on. I mean, it's crazy. Wow. All right, have your alert set up, because this thing looks like it could explode to the upside. And I can't even believe I'm saying that. I'm just looking at the chart, right? Alt-I is the way you flip your chart. Alt-I. Okay, there's Tron. Overtook Avalanche. Hey, let's look at why. And we'll never look at Avalanche again until it overtakes Tron, right? This is why. Because it did some beautiful stuff. Avalanche went to backtest old resistances as resistance again. And then from that successful bearish backtest, this asset has lost 38% of its value. So it dropped 40%, then rallied, then again lost another 40% of its value. Yeah, man. Imagine buying any of this trash. You know where this thing's going? 10.80, $10.80 Avalanche, and you won't even believe it now. I can't believe you can't believe it. That just means you weren't around in 2018. Wait for a $10.80 Avalanche and get back to me. That's it. This is like your last time, Avalanche. You've dropped out of the top S coins. So is Shiba. Wow, I can't even believe it. Shiba was up next. Okay, so we've looked at looked at your favorite S coins. I know, man. Why am I even looking at crypto anymore? All right, so some major development, some very interesting stuff going on here on the S&P 500 that was showing some divergence down here, May 20th, 4 hour. Look where you are. I would say if this isn't a critical area, nothing is. It's the swing lows from May of last year. It was resistance. It is resistance again. If you break this, I think the S&P could continue its ascent to 42.36. That will be the next target, most likely. And that would be your bear market rally. And that's probably where amazing short opportunities could develop up there. But at the same time, what happens if tomorrow the bears come back because they control this market and you do not ever break 4,058? Just pay attention to this area because it is extremely critical. Critical areas. You haven't made a higher high yet, even locally. And your most recent discernible event was your lowest low of the sell-off. So it's great and all that you had a good day, but it's not enough. So pay attention. 4,058, and that's it. Okay? Daily, the same thing. It's like exactly the same thing. All right. Dow Jones, still think it's got a little more upside to 33.2. I think it could head a little bit higher, and then that's it. And then at that point, hey, I don't know. I think it's in a bear trend until it breaks above 35K plus. It's really that 35.7. So just lower highs, lower lows. It made the lower low, and now it's running and it's working on an eventual lower high. Just don't know where those things will top out at. That's it. That gap, how crazy is that, man? Bulkowski's research playing out, right? 22% of the time a gap fill acts as a support or resistance. It did it 3 times. Bullish engulfing caught massive follow through today. It's got a lot of work to do. I think there's a little bit more upside if you're going to go at least test that level again, that 12K level again. If it ever breaks that, you got to be real. There's way more upside. It could go up $1,000 based on history, really. But in the end, even if it does that, it's going to make substantially lower high and then make a lower low eventually later in the year. So cool and all, but not cool enough. You get it? It's a great little relief rally today. That's good, but doesn't really change the overall trend. Not even close. Then I guess we can do
technology. What is that all about? Is it good or is it whack?
The Qs, which is breaking back above a key level, it seems, right? 2020, 2021, you're above it now. Great. So that's a good start. Upside could take you to 316 based on history. Up, down, down. Why not up again? It could, and it wouldn't even be weird. It wouldn't be weird at all. Right? The previous high to low. You haven't even made truly a 236 yet retrace, 23% retrace. You're very close. Once you do that, then it's a valid swing low. And then, yes, what makes sense is a 38% retrace is confluent with that inflection point. So that would be your target. If you stay above this, then we don't know. You got to get some more days of data, man. You can't just have a daily candle close above a resistance and think everything's good in a bear market. Again, like it could just collapse tomorrow. So just pay attention to this level that you're breaking. If it stays above this level long enough, 316 is your target, and it'd be a 38% retrace, which is the beginning of the golden zone, which is normal, common, shallow, moderate retrace. It makes perfect sense if that happened. That's right. I'll swear down on the Qs. Okay, oh yeah, Rust 2000. And then we're done with that. The index funds and stuff. Great, man. I mean, we were discussing yesterday. This is the one that made the most sense for stuff to happen, as it hit the support, rallied, and then back tested the top of the support, and then an engulfing candle was formed yesterday, and you've caught follow through today. Nice, but there is unfortunately a gap that will be filled at some point. But at the same time, depending on when the gap fills, you could run all the way up to 1926 again to test it. So nice couple days here, and nice correlation to old levels, 2018 peaks and pre-COVID crash peaks. That's cool, dude. Real cool. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, at this point, I mean, you don't expect anything, but I'm saying, like, what when an asset holds support so long, so well like that, and there's no resistance support where you are, you know, it could run up to the next levels, and it's not weird. So up 2%. Again, really low volume day for stocks on an up day. Gold still above that 200-day moving average. Still a big M shape harmonic, right? Bartley. And just in between 1800 and 1900, and you flip the coin, it goes to 1900 first. You flip the coin, it lands on the other side. It goes for a retest for a type 2 return, which I would quite possibly, if it did start pivoting down there, I would start maybe a trade setup on it, because the closer you get to 1800, the easier it is to strategize your stop loss. Okay, so, and what we want is an M shape in an uptrend with a type 2 return and maybe some divergence on the way down. Right, yeah, you like, will eventually develop hidden bearish divergence depending on where the stop's out at, and then it'll sell off, and then when it sells off, it'll eventually hopefully give us on a second test a nice bullish divergence, undeniable stuff. All right, so patience on gold, but it looks okay, and the trend's still intact until it falls below 1800, 1793. That's it. Some commodities doing things today, like every day, right? I mean, this is the super cycle of commodities, man. Let's just start it off with one of my favorites, which is orange juice. Come on, man, really? Orange juice, the king, one of the kings. Remember, it confirmed a bottom and an uptrend above 168, which was really important. As you can see here, major inflection point from 2014 and 17 and 18. You're above that, you're bullish as F, and you're on your way to 191. Once you break 191, you go to 204. 204 takes you, 2006 level. That's the top of this mega range if you're looking at it on the weekly, monthly. So I think there's more upside, and a massive, pretty much bullish engulfing candle occurred today, and you are showing positive momentum for the first time since April 20th.
Is that a joint?
Wow, Kush and orange juice. Because, it was 420 and orange juice. Okay, yeah, whatever. So, amazing. Orange juice. So bullish and continuing its ascent like it was a joke. Also, coffee futures. Amazing development today. 3 things happened. First thing, you broke a supply line locally. Second thing, you broke above a key support resistance that goes back to 2014. Third thing, you broke back above the 200-day simple moving average. Very, very good developments for the trend here. That's amazing. A great start. And it could just chop around and roll over, but if this is real, everything that just happened today, where it's up 4.4%, I mean, I think eventually you're going to go test like 259, again, the local top, and then eventually 277 after that. Okay. Yep. 338, I think, is all-time highs. So, great stuff on coffee futures. Lean hogs had a good day today. Highest prices since April 22nd. And it's really not out of the woods yet. It could develop a head and shoulders here and roll over. But based on the fundamentals and everything that I'm reading about food shortages in the next 3 to 6 months, I don't know how this is going to stop. So it's at 111. Next target from here is probably 116. If you break that, then I mean, 123. But eventually, maybe your highest high from July 2014 is in store. And time, if you just wait. It's a commodity super cycle going on. Seems like, right? Cotton futures finally down 3%. Lumber futures caught some bids at a support. Look at this level that goes right there from January 2021, but it was also a peak from May of 2018. I think that was it though. Yep, May 2018 and January 2021. And look, as you can see here, you're holding it and you're rallying off of it up almost 5% lumber futures today. And if this is real, I mean, like, we're not thinking about fundamentals, we're just looking at it as a chart. I mean, the upside could take you to 820. Look, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Why straight down? Why not up again? If it's a true hold here, and there is really bullish divergence developing on lumber futures, as you can really see, at least on the MACD histogram, not the RSI. The lumber futures, man, maybe it's reacting for sure. I just don't know how much more of a reaction it'll get. Historically, it reacts very well and goes to 820. So if it repeats history again, upside it's like 20% upside on lumber futures. Rice futures just continuing to churn to the upside. Engulfed today above the 50% retrace again. And very, very little price action up here until 1850. After 1850, $20, and then $25 after that. So, yeah, this thing is really bullish, unfortunately. Soybeans, if you saw my tweet, cup with handle. Wow, it rallied so much that it actually tested the top of the handle, man. True, unironic cup with handle. Yeah, this is unreal. Bullish continuation stuff. If you break this level that you've been trying to break since March, really February, you go to all-time highs. And once you break all-time highs, price discovery and a measured move here would be way higher. So just understand how extremely bullish soybean futures is right now. It's crazy. Okay. Wheat pulled back some, back tested the neckline of the potential. Well, it was confirmed inverse head and shoulders, but it's also like a W, where I think it'll pivot and make a higher low and run up to get to like 1330 and 886 eventually. Just really bullish trend. I mean, just, I got these patterns here, but I could easily just have it as a parabolic uptrend. It's crazy, man. I don't know why I would stop either. Don't know how I would stop. We have a food crisis incoming, so it would make sense for it to continue its ascent. So that's it. Did I look at corn? Corn, no, I didn't look at corn. Why is it not next to the others? It's still below the levels it needs to be above, which is good. I'd like to see this collapse. I don't know how. In the end, it'll probably just end up making a higher low than the previous low and run again. So we'll see. You got some hopium you can smoke on below $778, $800. You're in good shape below that. But in terms of I'm looking at commodity prices like it's good that it dumps because we need to be able to eat. For a trader that's long on it, yeah, you want it to just make a higher low, and it would be good for it to break back above 800. Terrible for everyone else, though. Terrible. So almost coupled handling itself, All right, Usoil. amazing. Really, really amazing here. Look at this one. This isn't the one I normally look at. This was USO, just a derivative contract. Look at this, man. I mean, I get it. Like, what about the wick, though? Yeah, if you exclude that one day of insanity, which is like the Russian invasion stuff, right? If you exclude that, look at it. Look how perfect this ascending triangle breakout is today. Yeah, it's great. So I would think that USO, which we don't really look at the target so much, USO kind of at this one level from 2019. I think eventually we're looking at a $98 to $100 target. All right, look at that one low from 2015, and then the 2016 peak, another peak in 2019. I think that's your target here. Eventually, not sure when or how long it'll take, but a $99 to $100 target on USO on a bullish breakout that is developed and confirmed today. Of course, gaps are there and they can fill and all that, but this is extremely bullish looking stuff. Like, it's textbook, you know, excluding that one wick day. Textbook, beautiful. Volkowski would be so proud. But yeah, if we look at spot price, just US oil. Same thing. It hasn't broken out officially. If you look left enough, let me show you. 114.87 is pinpoint accurate high from May of 2011. If you break that though, besides the local stuff that happened in March, nothing until 147. It's a straight line up and then down, and then that's the remainder of the data. So you would just say, to be at least conservative, the first target's going to be like 125 to 128 once you break 114.87. But in actuality, I mean, the next real historical resistance is going to be 147. So you'll test that. You might even reverse there, but above 114.87, if you just look left, a lot of upside potential. It's crazy. Lots of reaccumulation going on US oil. That's it. Sweet. We got 4 minutes till your daily candle close. And yep, let's look at natural gas. Maybe. That did hit its highest point today. Hit multi-year highs literally today. It's now showing triple bearish divergence. Triple MACD bearish divergence. And RSI kind of too. But, you know, let's see. This is a fundamental issue we got going on. Just to me, you know, I get it, 908, but probably $9.80 to $10 eventually. I'm not sure how reliable this triple bearish divergence is going to play out, you know, like on the daily. Hasn't played out yet, but it's just now really developing, you know. You can see it clear as day. But yeah, not really at the major resistance. I think it has a little more upside before it hits a key point, key level. Bitcoin, wow, and power hour and power minutes getting, you know, kind of rolling over a little bit. I'm sure, like, I see Bitcoin move down any in the red. Oh, it's so bad for the altcoins, dude. You gotta understand the environment we're in. It is a S-coin purge. It's been that way, really been that way. Started accelerating May 9th or whatever. Black Monday was the, like, yes, they had been dumping a lot, all kind of together, right? But man, May 9th was the beginning of the truest of true purge. It was like a new phase in the purge, an accelerated phase in the purging of the S coins and the market cap. So let's just go ahead and go back to Bitcoin. 2 minutes. See, there you go. Local on the 8s, whatever. Yeah, Ethereum dominance getting wrecked. Yeah, that's, I'm telling you, man. Below a certain point, you know, is what? Below a certain point is 1732. What's up, Crypto Hoarder, man? Wow, it's been a minute. Good to see you. I hear you're doing things on the West Coast, man.
Crypto_Hoarder tip $179.59. What's up, Mitch? Hope everyone in the chat is doing well. Cheers. 0.100000000 ETH.
Doing a little better now. I think you just saved the stream, dude. Thank you, man. Holy crap. Chat, thank Crypto Hoarder. I thank him every friggin' day, man. These are the bad times, man. And he tips during the bad times, right? Like the bearish times. It's easy to tip me during the crazy psycho mania phase. But for him to be doing that in like these conditions is unbelievable, man. And anyone tipping like these days is like, it's just a different feeling. It's like just a different, you know. So I think this is terrible for Bitcoin, man. Like again, it was just this high from May 24th, literally 2 days ago. Confirming more distribution very subtly, very quietly, and you just showed this is a huge sign of what? Sign of weakness right here. SOW, man. I don't care if it's Wyckoff phase or not, if it's Wyckoff distribution accumulation. That is a sign of weakness, and that is a sign of distribution. And these are the two most recent discernible events on the 4 hour so far. And there it is, a new day. A new day. Still not below 28,782 yet. Not yet, dude. You're safe, I guess. But what a brutal day for altcoins. Brutal is the word. Okay, so it's not even about Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's, you know, just chopping around. It is the Rubik's Cube. Sure. The Rubik's Cube, because it does this. It's scamming. It's so illiquid. It's being manipulated so hard. It's just like, oh, it's going to break down. Not yet. We must destroy altcoins. Just market participants are offloading their altcoins every time Bitcoin dumps, and when Bitcoin rallies, nothing, no bids come in after the altcoins get demolished. So it's just, and don't be surprised, man. After a day like yesterday, or which is now yesterday, don't be surprised if altcoins have a up day, maybe a little bit. But it's not, again, not Bitcoin. It's Ethereum and the altcoins. Like this was, oh, go figure. If you understand why we look at history, I don't know what like I would have to do, you know, to talk about the 100% certainty of Ethereum seeing 1730 if it falls below 1972 for real.
Hey, Mitch,
it's now happened. It literally happened that fast. What's up, Luis? Yeah, if you want to look at Chainlink, sure, dude. Dude, I can't do, like, I get it. It sounds like a good beat, but I can't do people singing or screaming. So I think where you are, just remember, I mean, after hitting 1732, can you really be that surprised if randomly, accidentally, it gets to 1972 again? I mean, looking at this, you can't be that surprised, but the market conditions are so bearish that I have no faith in it seeing 1972 again. The trend is your friend, and it's a bear trend. So bears are your friend here. So don't be counting on bulls to do anything in a bear market. Don't be counting on them, because they probably won't. Most of the time they don't. That's it, man. So probably 1732 again. And once you break that, I'm really thinking the hard target is 1420, which unfortunately is like 18% downside from the bearish breakdown. That's it. Okay, sorry. Can't say we didn't discuss this. I mean, come on, dude. Like, what do you want? You know, like, you got to show up and watch the stream, though, I guess, right? Which that's the problem. BNB, successful bearish backtest to close out the day. As you can see, very nice. We're talking about it was a pretty decent area to strategize a short position. But there were many like that. But then there were many that weren't. Many that were just terrible. They were just awful. They'd already broken. They're not at supports. They're not backtesting resistances. They're not doing anything that makes it actionable up or down, right? Like, look at what Comp did. It was terrible, man. Is this the one? No, Dot's the one doing the split. Look at this, man. It's like confirmation high rolling out. Now it's going to be an M shape, but it's an all-time low. So it's like, okay, Comp, you could paint an M shape here that it wouldn't even be a formal one, I don't think, because it would be too perfect on A and C. But yeah, you haven't even hit 886 yet, right? You hit a 7/8. Well, it literally is kind of trying to be a perfect Gartley. It's almost unbelievable. Perfect Gartley. But I like Gartleys when you have historical context. You have historical support looking left. I like Gartleys when we're not in a recession and stuff. But yeah, I mean, you could identify an almost perfect Gartley a little too high on C here, but that I can't trust the Gartley in this market condition. There's no edge at all, man. Nothing going on. You didn't even react. That's not a reaction. So you can look at this and be like, it's a Gartley, but it's Comp, dude. In price discovery. Bearish price discovery. Yeah, I guess I'm going to the only request, which was link, I guess. Yeah, that was it. Okay. Party's over, man. Link bearish as F. So perfect though. I mean, this is it right here. That's a short trade setup right there. If I saw one ever. 736, the lower high. Back testing what? Key level from on the daily. It's a valley from September 2020 right there. I mean, that's it, man. Below that level, look where you are now. You went straight down to the next one, 650. See that? You know what happens below that? You're screwed. You're completely screwed. You're going down to 489. What's up, Pleb? Thanks, dude. To me, this is almost like it almost be TA Tetris. Nah, it really wouldn't. It's like a probably a bat. Might react there, but eventually a crab pattern, which the pattern completion zone on a crab is, you won't believe it. It's like 367, which is in no man's land, kinda. Like, dude, if you break $5, you're probably going down to like 317 and then 150 after that. So Link Marines, good luck, Link Marines. This is super bearish what it's doing. Extremely bearish. And even if it was gonna go to an 886 and react it, that means it needs to lose still from where it is right now another like 16 to 17%, man. Can you afford that? Can you afford just I'm okay losing 17%, man. And that's like just me being really nice. Because I think it has minimum 17% downside, but then we talk about the next level from where it is right now. You still gotta get a 25% downside. You ever break that? Don't need unlimited downside below $5. What's up, Bitcoin boy? Yeah. All right, I'll set an alert once we collapse again. Because you almost did. You got really lucky that this thing rallied. Probably trapped some, you know, FOMOers. What's up, G-Dog? Thanks, man. I swear, up and down, farm. Thanks, dude. Well, look. What's up, Bauer? How you doing, Bauer?
Big fan, Mitch. Thanks, equals.
Thanks for the kind words and the support in the stream, man. Appreciate it, dude. Cheers. No request, though? You could have if you wanted. Here's some bad news. Here's some extremely bad news that I didn't even notice was happening. It must have happened, like, late in the day. What the... Okay, we have a problem, chat. We have a bearish like breakdown with candle close confirmation pretty much on total. It certainly is.
I like turtles.
Triple get them body bags, man. It's a triple body bag for total here.
Yo,
just the beginning though.
Up every day. Would it be possible to look at URNM? Cheers.
Uranium. So J-Togs. Yeah, dude. We will look at that. Yep. Bitcoin Bullet, you will get your Zcash. I'm not kidding. But we're still just looking at the previous request was for Link. This was the only request. And then there were requests. So we will look. But I'm telling you, at least 17% downside on Link from here. And it's not even weird. It would be weird if Link didn't go down 17% from here. Do you hear me? It would be weird. Make of that what you will. Zcash did exactly what it was supposed to do here. All right, it was up here. It was coming back down. It's at this level, this key level. Once this breaks, which I think it will, yes, I think Zcash's support at $87 will break. There is certain developed, completely matured, hidden bearish divergence as I'm speaking to you, already beginning to play out. The target is $53 from here. Can you afford that? Can you afford for Zcash to be how much more down? 38% downside. Are you ready for that? Because it's probably coming. It's a horde of the crypto, man. That's right, man. You gotta wait. Yep.
Crypto_hoarder tipped $179.
Tomorrow's the word.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there will be sun just thinking about tomorrow. 0.100000000
Oh, is that what he's doing?
ETH.
He's hyping up Justin Sun because the Tron chart. I seriously, I'm still like dumbfounded. I don't use that word lightly. I'm dumbfounded by the Tron chart on the cusp of a massive bullish breakout. And nothing else in this world is in crypto. It's weird. Hard to almost trust it, you know. But thank you, dude, for the 358.59 on 58.59 on the day. Probst, if he was still around, he would laugh. I don't know, man. I mean, these market conditions, man. Yeah, the party's over. That's all I can say. So I'm just thinking, man, that's where we're going. Way lower on Zcash, and I'll have an alert set up.
Ric Flair tipped $28.86. Evil GH high flying, styling, limousine riding. To be the man, you gotta beat the man. Movies Weekly, potential upside.
Well, look, dude. Thank you, man. Ric Flair. It's a 28.86 connect. Much love. We will look for sure. Kings.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei. In the mix.
Well, it's Thursday. When was the last time I drank alcohol? It's been like maybe since last time I drank on stream. So we could spice it up maybe. Yeah, it's been like a week. Or at least 6 days or so. Okay, next request for G-Dog. Wow, I can't believe it. I haven't been here in a long. Look at that, man. Complex inverse head and shoulders continuing. It's in an uptrend and it's breaking. Oh my God, G-Dog. Okay, G-Dog, the man here. Okay, because what happens on Ring Energy when it breaks above 415? The upside potential is 53 to 60%. Chat, you hear me? It's an inverse S coin. This is like an S coin right now. straight up, straight down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Inverse that. Same thing. So you can have a trade set. This is a trade setup. Like easy, right? Where one's just like, one just longs now. One has just a stop maybe below that little scam low from May 12th. And the target, easy. Easy 3-to-1 reward to risk. It's a position trade. You just be in this. That's it, man. That's not a joke. This is such real life here. Oh my God. Nice one, G-Dog. All right, if this hits 638, G-Dog becomes Hype King. That's it. My God, you ever break 658, it's over, dude. Like, moon. Literal moon. Like, I don't even know how we'll even target. You know, I'd be like a kid in a candy store trying to figure out a target here. Maybe we would use like these two valleys here for a second target. That peak right there. Yeah, I would say that'd be target 2. And then 3, swinging for the fence would be the end. That big one up there. Wow, man, that's something else. That is a solid looking chart right there. Momentum. It's a momentum trade. It's not value. It's not a value trade. It's just the momentum shifted, and now it's a technical indicator trade, right? The clear hidden bullish divergence on the oscillators on daily time scale and the breakout and the trend. And it's so close to that level, it's easy to strategize. Wow, it's like almost like 3 rising valleys now, dude. Like 1, 2, 3, class accumulation. Wow, it's just incredible. G-Dog, let's go, dude. I'm rooting for REI now. Fantastic request. Just remind me if it hits 639, we must give you Hype King, and that's it. All right, next request. Did Bauer ever say anything like in chat? Doesn't look like it. I was like, if he wanted something, you know, like a request. No. All right. Keep moving. All right, so uranium, it hung on, didn't it? It hung on to this February 2021 peak, didn't it? Wow, this is a huge thing. And now it's probably on its way to $69, $70. If it ever breaks $70, huge upside. It did just make a lower low though, and it did make lower highs. So I'm a little concerned about the change in the trend, right? Where it was only making higher highs, higher lows since the COVID crash. It has now begun to make lower highs and now lower lows. Those are the most recent developments. So I think where you are now, there's a little bit more upside before a very major test begins. And who knows at that point, would it break that 5 to 7% upside from here? And if it can, I think the trend could probably continue. If not, it's going to test it and roll over and see $61 again. And then that's going to be, if it breaks that, well, you'll probably make a lower low. And, you know, you've already fallen below 200-day moving average. You know, things have changed on this chart. It's not as good as it once was. So you just got to pay attention to that and be a little bit more skeptical. But it had a good day today, up 3%, and probably has a little bit more upside for a major test. Okay. That's it on your uranium. J-Togs. Thanks, dude. Crypto Hoarder's talking about the sun will be out tomorrow. We might as well look at Tron Connect. That is, it's either really, like, it's either the lowest risk short ever here because it is butting up against a resistance support that is undeniable, or it's about to break out and go to 12 cents. 12 cents, yep. That's it. It's showing extreme classic accumulation, even locally. It just put in another higher low, and it's above the 200-day moving average. So I don't really know what to do here. You know, it's having alerts set up just at 8.5, 8.7 cents to pay attention to the massive breakout occurring. But at the same time, if we're in an extremely bearish trend, you know, looks can be deceiving. I just don't know what's going on, like what's happening. It's counter trending everything in crypto right now, everything. So critical areas could be the most legendary short ever, or it could be ready for a massive move that's just completely bucking this crypto apocalypse that's ongoing. That's where we are, dude. So that was for Crypto Hoarder, because he said the sun will come out tomorrow. The Justin sun will come out tomorrow, one way or another. He will also be picking his boogers in a hotel room. That's kind of his calling card. Sweet Mother of God, Microvision, add an 886. Look at this, man. I mean, it's just tough, dude. It's like right at this support. Let's see if it can really catch some bits. Get above 352 here. Man. Microvision, what is it? I hate anything electronic production equipment, man. You know, like not really giving you anything on the weekly. Below the 200 week moving average. Momentum is just so bad. You know, it's just destroyed and it's trying to bottom out here. And you can clearly kind of see, right, where you are. I think the 352 to 363 level, that's a daily candle close, by the way, 350, back from May of 2012. It's all about that level. You're below it right now. I know it looks good, maybe, like it's trying to confirm a bottom, but it's just give me a little bit more data and get me back above that level and start separating. And I would say this could be really good. But yeah, interesting, nevertheless. Could be a double bottom. It's a potential double bottom. Could be working on a type 2 confirmation. But it's, again, anything related to electronic production equipment is a subsector of tech, and tech's terrible. But yeah, it's been destroyed. It lost 88% of its value. I think if it can get back above 350, 360, there could be a lot of upside based on the context. Straight down, up, down. Why not up again? It could. It really could. So just pay attention. This is a great one to have on your watch list, to just be like all the miners, like the gold and silver miners, the ones that look similar to this in ways, not really all the way, but actually the miners are way better than this. But yeah, this is a massive structure, and it has most of the things we're looking for, but get back above the key level and then have an alert. I'll set up an alert too if I hear it. I'm like, dang, man, it's really working. I think that was last request, right? Yeah, definitely. Been live like an hour, 15 minutes. So join the Discord if you haven't. Discord link is pinned above. And that's where you get notified when I go live. Oh, that's weird. It was just late, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, here's the Discord link. Sweet. Dude, I was looking at some of these loser newer coins or whatever. I was just scanning through them. It's just awful, dude. Like, look what happens to something like PNT. What it's doing. Like all-time lows. Look what it's doing, chat. The all-time low on PNT, at least on this chart. Whatever, you know, being back tested as resistance 3 different times in a bearish engulfing candle yesterday. This thing could be going extinct, man. This is like the meteor hit, all right, and the atmosphere is being completely blocked out by CO2 or ash and stuff, and P&T is going to suffocate and collapse from here. So, and it's like just the most bearish crap you could ever do. All right. Look at the KSM. Like, it was like a bear pull, bear flag. I'm like, is this real or fake news? And it turned out to be kind of working on real news, but I think it's not real news until it makes sense. Like, until it goes down to the levels that make sense, right? I think $49, $43 down there. Is that a bear flag? Sure as heck looks like it, right? Really, so ugly, man. Like, it's just, look at this one, like Lena coin. This was a joke, man. It was like a I did it on the 4 hour. Look at this, how I had it plotted, and it was perfect, dude. I had like just anchored the bottom because it kind of made sense with the heart line, and just look at that, man. It 1 and 2 on the top, and then just 1 on the bottom, and now it's just sitting there, and it's like, this is all-time lows too. There's nothing here, man. Lena, L-I-N-A. It is a Luna Junior, just a slower Luna, right? So, wow, what happens if this actually catches resolution? The downside potential is unlimited, man. It's already 0.8. It's like 8.6 tenths of 1 cent or whatever. So, wow, I mean, just awful. If you think that's it, you're wrong. Look at there's just stuff out there. It's like we are in 2018 2.0. Look at this thing. This thing called Dogecoin. Look at this thing. I just plotted like this is the only thing you can do. It's just this terrible asset that's ruined. It's dead, dude. Dead asset, rugging, slow rugging, going to zero in time. I wouldn't be surprised if something like this goes to $0, right? We're token, dude. We're token. Oh, remember Near? Near caught some inverse bids. Near caught some asks. Did break that descending triangle type structure, you know, and really not recovering much. Had a recent bearish engulfing. And the downside, I think, is still pretty unlimited here. Todd, you out there, man? It was a good start, wasn't it? Just a decent start. Just wait till Bitcoin just sneezes. Whew. CRV good coin to watch? Nah, CRV trash coin to watch. They're all trash, dude. None of them, like, there's no difference between any of these S coins and these market conditions. They are all the same, including kind of Ethereum. Ethereum's just a little less bad. Yeah. I can't believe you'd say that, man. You just don't understand the technology, man. You don't understand market dynamics. So I'm okay not understanding the technology, and you don't understand the market dynamics. We can come to a conclusion there. All right. We already looked at comp kind of Gartling hilariously. Things like T-Fuel. Remember, it had a chance, and then it broke the support, and that was it. And look at it since then. This is what happens when you break supports. You're still going to 2.5 cents. You're at 6 cents, and if you're going to 2.5 cents, the downside is unbelievable. Like, there is 57 to 60% downside literally where you are right now. What about Ocean, man? Remember when it was awesome, and now look how terrible it is? Wow. Like, all-time lows, at least on this chart. Bear flagging. Jesus, dude. Like, I'm talking like the lowest level on this chart, October 2020. It is just being back tested now as resistance, and that's it. It's just like a crazy bear flag. Crazy bear flag, man. Do you understand how Bitcoin dominance could get to 50 to 60%? All you got to do is just keep looking at these charts, or let me look at them. You just turn your freaking computer on it and turn the stream on. That's all you have to do, right? Where I'm showing you how and why these how Bitcoin dominance can get to 50, 60%. How about Kava, man? Kava was brilliant. What a good start. I think the downside's almost unlimited. Takes you to 165 again from where you are. So you back tested resistance as resistance. You've already started rolling over, and from where you are right now, the downside, I think, still minimum 33, but then 44 to 50% downside, man. God, dude, down there it's like 53%. If you don't believe it, I don't know what would make you believe it, dude. I mean, it's super bearish, like one high, confirmation high. Crypto Hoarder keeping us in this range. Yeah, I guess so, dude. He's trolling everyone, isn't he? I just don't like, I mean, again, we were saying yesterday, Bitcoin was the Rubik's Cube, but the altcoins were telling us everything. And telling us everything had a great day, a great start yesterday, you know. Oh, is this the Ren chart I was looking at? Man, this one's so done. Like, it just, to me, it collapse about to happen. It's at a support. It's above a support. You can't even believe it on REN coin. That had a great run, man. It's over, dude. Party's over. Right angle descending riding formation broke down, and it's not done. Once it breaks this last 13.5 cent level, absorption of remaining demand is complete. I think REN will be going down to probably 7 cents. So we're talking 50% downside from here once it breaks support, which it hasn't yet, which I know it may not ever, but 50% downside once it breaks. How could Bitcoin dominance get to 50%? All altcoins collectively lose 50% of their value from here where they are now. Maybe that's it. But hey, REI looks amazing, you know? Yeah, a lot of people buying calls on the VIX, man. 150 strike though. What? Yeah, right, dude. That's the most whacked out thing I maybe have ever heard. You're betting on something to happen that's never happened before. Dude, if you want me to keep going, how about this? How about DIA coin? Look how brilliant it was. I remember like people like were talking about, can you believe DIA was doing that? Like it looked okay here for a long, but then like when you realize the weakness, when it came back, it was over. Like that, it's over. They can present maybe opportunities at these supports, but then when you realize they're just making lower highs and they're rolling over and starting to get back to the supports, nope, you're done. Protect yourself, you know, or just get stopped out if you want to as well. But and that's why sometimes Bulkowski will talk about having stop losses not below the support, but at them. And he's okay if he gets stopped out because he just wants to prevent a running stop from happening, which that wouldn't happen really in this case. Anyway, so it ran up to back test the old levels that it broke and pretty much the 200-day moving average. And it's gone to inverse price discovery. There's nothing here. It's all day. WRX. If you remember, we're talking about, you realize like you still have like 50% more downside. This thing's done. Go to the May 7th stream and look for the WRX analysis. You're at the support. You hit the level, the target, 23 cents. If you don't hold 23 cents, you probably go to 5 cents. 5 cents from here. If you don't hold, and it doesn't look like you're doing a good job of holding. So from where it is to where it could go, it could lose another 75% of its value when it's all said and done. Dude, this is it, man. The Beanie Babies. This is why the joke's made about Beanie Babies. And people were getting offended on the way up. Calling them Beanie Babies on the web. They're not Beanie Babies, man. These are real projects. Dude, these people are making real differences in the world. No, they're not. They're actually not doing anything. There's 18,000 of them now, man. There were like, what, 1,800 last cycle top. Now there's 18,000. They're not doing anything. Most are trash scams that need to be completely taken off these exchanges. They need to go to zero. They need to, that's it, right? So Mr. Biz, dude.
Sup, Mitch? Can you look at KGH on the Warsaw Exchange? Company is KGHM Polskamides. Not OTC, Warsaw Exchange chart tie.
Damn, man, does that thing come supercharged? Because it's a lot of words, dude. Yeah, but we'll look at it. Get rid of WRX. You're going to zero, hopefully, and no one would care. Literally, no one would care except maybe the developers. The developers, by the way. What did they develop? A pump and dump, pretty much. Congratulations, dude. You did it, man. Like everyone else. Like 18,000 other pump and dumps. Wow. Now, it's almost like 18,000 different occurrences where someone's like, hey, that guy made a coin. I can get rich too. 18,000 different occurrences of that, pretty much. Not 18, but like 17,998 or whatever, you know. I'm looking for this. KGH on the Warsaw with the Poland. Okay, KGM, Polska, Mins, Futures? No, Means? Oh. It's not OTC, you said. Huh. Is there like a ticker for it, you know? Like, I mean, you said KGH. I'm looking at it. KGH. Grabbing it from brokerage account. Like, I'm looking here, dude. You know, you said not OTC. Is that the Warsaw Exchange right there? GPW. Not true, Lambsword. Just take a look at Luna. Degen's talking about that trash every day. WSC. What? WSC. Killing me, dude. It's the Warsaw. What's the Warsaw Exchange, dude? Maybe the first time I've looked at a Warsaw Exchange. Yeah, it is tough, man. You're killing me, kind of. Bro, Mr. Biz, come on, man, help me out here. So anyway, WRX going to zero, or at least 5 cents, which isn't too far off. This RLY rally coin chat. Dude, the most ironic name chart ever. Rally coin, literally rallied like twice, going to zero most likely, and no one cares. It's not happening, dude. There's 141.80. This is 141.60. Why can't we look at this? It's the same price you said, right? I think you like this one. Okay, what was the first one that popped up? So it's like this is a little zone that you're trying to break back above. You did make a lower high, a lower low, lower high, lower. You're in a downtrend right now. But yes, you're getting back above key levels because of a relief rally from the index funds, right? That's it. I mean, that's such a real peak from 2006, 7, look at this, 14, 17, 20, 20. So yeah, above that level, I would say minimum could take you to 154. So that might be, I mean, yeah, that'd be your target. If this is real, because tomorrow it could just roll over, right? It did what the Qs did. The QQQ broke back above its own inflection point today with a candle close. So it'll probably just follow the Qs or the S&P. It's a metals company, metals, but it's acting like a tech stock, right? So anyway, if it holds above this long enough, the target from here is 154.60. Beyond that, I can't tell you. Like if you break that, then come back and then we'll talk about maybe 174 to $200. But you're not in an uptrend. You are in a downtrend. You just made your lowest low. Wow, you were in a lot of trouble, weren't you? You were in so much trouble before breaking back above there. My God. So that's great, but is there confirmation? Is there an edge? No and no. Are you above the 200 moving average? No. Have you made a higher high? No. Most recent discernible events to the lowest low of the correction. I don't think you're in a bull trend. You're in a bear trend for now, and you're having an actual reflexive rally, and it's great getting you back above levels. And if it's real life, you go to 154.60. If it's fake news, you go to back below 137, and then eventually 117 after that, and the downtrend continues. A gap fill. Another target, 150. You could fill the gap in the coming days. That's great too. But the trend is not your friend right now if you're wanting to be bullish. I'm just saying. Largest copper producer in Europe. Okay. Well, there you go, dude. Copper. You know, copper is another story. Not really. I mean, it's kind of like is it done for? Let's take a look at it. The X, the C, the U. This to me almost looks like Wyckoff distribution up here, but you know, I mean, this is such a major look left. Okay, I mean, this is the first time in human history copper saw $4.14 in 2006. Correlation to price action over and over. Very little price action between 415 and 463, which is the old all-time high. There's no edge, and at any point, you'll start developing hidden bearish divergence on copper. So to me, it looks like in time, this will, you know, whatever it does in the zone, it's going to set up for lower prices and eventually could come back down to 330. Just think about Fibonacci. It had an insane run. It's consolidating now. And we have an economic slowdown coming. So there's going to be less demand for everything in time. So I don't know, man. Just thinking out loud here that, right, that's kind of it. That's your copper. S-Coin Bazaar. That's right. Definitely right, man. So many ones, man. They're so trash. So bad.
Got one more lol. ASX equals Australian Agricultural Company Ltd ASAGF.
Okay, dude. Sounds good. It looks like the ticker looks like if you're playing like a first-person shooter or on a computer or like Warcraft, you had the enter button set up and you typed in ASAGF accidentally. Only real ones will understand that. Not much I can really do here, man. It's on the Australian Stock Exchange, but the problem is it's not. It's OTC, right? So I can try to do it for you some way, right? Like that. Your supports, your resistances. That's it, dude. You're approaching the key levels, it seems. Like 157 is going to be a point of inflection. Many times, 2005, first time ever it actually happened. And then 2006, then 12, then 16. If you can't tell, there's no liquidity here. 32,000 volume. So there's just gaps there. But it's there. And if you ever broke that 179, if you ever broke that blue skies, you know, it could be insane. But not yet. Not yet. What is that, Mr. Biz? Boom. AAC. There it is. Similar chart. It is like the same chart, kind of. Okay. Man, you broke some resistance. Dude, that's great chart, man. Probably gonna go the weekly for this. Yeah, this is insane, dude. Look at the weekly. Like, holy crap. Massive double bottom breakout coming on its way. Yeah, dude, that's insane. Yeah, above this one last point, above 212, 213 is moon. Weekly candle high. Yep. If you break 213, you go to 309. So it's like 33% upside or something, you know. Really nice chart. I mean, this is very strong. Confirming a bottom. You go the monthly, it looks like Ethereum back after COVID, you know. So all right, so yeah, there is hope out there for certain assets, but they're particularly tied to commodities. That's it. Commodities and utilities and energies. That's where your bull is. The only place your bull is at. Commodities, energies, utilities. Everything else, bears everywhere. All right. Pretty simple. Back to Bitcoin on the weekly that we're just 3 days away now. So another record, unless something changes. You'd be going on 9 weeks in a row of, you know, red candles, which is crazy. Oh my goodness, man. Look at total right now. Are you kidding me? Dude, that is yikes. Like mega yikes right there, dude. And it's just like, oh my God. It's like not, Bitcoin's not good, but like, if it's not good for Bitcoin, it's going to be almost fatal for these altcoins. But that's nothing new here, right? I'm gonna pay attention to this total chart zoomed in like that, right? What it's doing, yikes. Let's go on the 4 hour on Bitcoin. And remember, despite anything you believe, and it's reality until something changes, but the most two discernible events on Bitcoin's 4 hour chart is more confirmation of distribution, a more perfect bearish back test of the bottom of the inflection zone. And then after that was a clear, undeniable sign of weakness. And clearly, where are the bids? They're not here, clearly. So if Bitcoin goes back down to 28K, you understand like where these altcoins that did not recover any way like Bitcoin did, they will be so much lower. Anyone that was out of support will be way below it. All the short trade setups and the Patreon will be playing out like the Jesus. And they made sense strategically. They were perfect. They were perfect bearish setups. What's the target on what, Jorge? On Bitcoin? If it's 28,782 always, until it truly breaks it with some sort of confirmation and resounding effort from bears. 26,000 is your target, just me being nice, because that's an 88% retrace from the May 12th low to the May 16th, 15th high. Oh, sorry, burping, man. Yeah, man, bad news, but all you can do is protect yourself, man. I mean, you can use TA to protect yourself or to make money, one or the other. But to just sit here while this is all happening and just do nothing and just let yourself take losses, fine, man, whatever. Do your thing. Like, that's, You've taken on a lot, haven't you? Party's over. Ethereum, here it is. Very bad. You're going to 1732 again. And once you break it, 1420, chat. That's like 17, 18% downside. Bubble has popped.
Can you take a look at VeChain? Thanks.
It's going down, dude. That's it. It's terrible. A lot of downside on VeChain. That's all I can tell you. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Going lower. With all these other coins. 1.13 trillion incoming on total, which means Ethereum, all the altcoins will be ruined, and Bitcoin probably down a lot too.
Surf fishing owl tip $25. Jackpot, jackpot, jackpot.
No more jackpots these days, surf fishing. Never gonna happen. Thank you, man. Hope you're doing well. Israel, how can you even ask that question when I look at BNB every day and we look at yesterday's stream and then today's stream and not know? The potential downside is almost unlimited on BNB, going back to the 200s. Oh, you're late. You weren't late yesterday, were you? And if you were late yesterday, just go to the BNB. I mean, we look at BNB third most time every day. So I'm just here because we're getting a little price action from Bitcoin and Ethereum. Not much, but at this point, not much is like the lowest low of the entire freaking crash that we're in. Crypto ice age. We've been through these before, and they're just like terrible. It's just like going through them before, not a big deal because it's like, hey, didn't go through a bullish, insane hype cycle beforehand. That really spoils you, and you always think about those times.
Check Dogecoin.
Thank you for the 10, but no thank you. That is a scam. That's a literal scam. You know that, right, Durzo? That asset you just requested is a scam. That's it. Undeniable scam. But I appreciate the contribution, for real. Yeah, I do. Whoa, okay. I don't know, man. I was trying my best, man. I'm trying to look at just all these assets, you know, and all these coins. You can see the downside potential is vast still. Nothing changed from yesterday and the day before and the whole month. Distribution, signs of weakness, 28,782 absorption of remaining demand. Michael Saylor and Kathy Wood probably, and everyone else, Raul Paul, all of them trying their best to keep this propped up, but the sellers out there not relenting, are they at all? Nope. I have none, Amit. I have no thoughts on that at all. No offense. I don't have thoughts on that. But yeah, you could be set. I mean, being below these supports, man, like this is like just any day now, more carnage. I mean, yesterday was a pretty terrible day, but Bitcoin saved a lot of these coins from being down over double digits. But what happens when Bitcoin's dumping too for real and it's not a joke anymore and we're stuck in a range? It's not going to be funny. These altcoins will be down 20 to 40% in a day again, like they were May 9th, Black Monday. No, Jonathan, it doesn't matter what the request price is. People aren't requesting anything, period. That will be the point, you know. We can look at that one. Yeah, this one's screwed. I already broke the bear trend, or the bear flag. This is Crow. Broke support. This thing's unlimited downside. Matt Damon's about to die in Minecraft, you know. I think this has a minimum target of like 14 cents, but I think the hard target on Crow is 9 cents. We have a 9-cent target on crypto.com. Bear pull bear flag. Oh yeah, gonna fit like a glove down there at 9 cents, and it's gonna sound really good. Unfortunately, I hate that people are staked and stuck in this, but the bear pull bear flag, look, you broke it, then you bearishly back tested it as resistance to confirm its confirmation, and you're rolling over, and there's no support here, nothing here propping you up. It's just a matter of time. Bitcoin just when Bitcoin rolls over, this thing's gonna have a terrible day. It'll be down 25% in a day. You'll see. More CoffeeZilla videos coming out on it because they'll have to be cutting their APY again because it's a scam. Fortune favors the homeless. That'll be their new slogan at 9 cents, okay? That's right. In this movie, Private Ryan doesn't make it home. You're right. He won't. Bitcoin just $29,050. Getting closer to that 28,782 level, which is, I think, getting weaker and weaker based on the local price action. And that's it. Of course, Matt Damon already got paid. They paid him, what, $100 million or something stupid for that commercial? What a ripoff. That's like money from people that put their money into Crow. All right, oops, sorry. I need to change that. There we go. Let me extend that out a little bit. Perfect. Yep, sudden alert on Matt Damon, which already has made its lowest low of the entire crash, recession, crypto implosion. Okay, so it's not over. It's not even close. You know the downside percentage chance, or the downside percentage on Crow is about 45 to 50%. Okay, when it goes to 50%, you're gonna be watching the stream. Probably not. Be back down to 100 viewers by the time Crow gets to 9 cents. or less, maybe less, you know. So it's crazy, you know. Get 2018 levels again. It's not my fault. What am I? What's, you know, like doing the same thing I've been doing for 4 years. It's just the market environment is just getting so bad. People just stop. Yeah, everything. Too agonizing, man.
License and registration, chicken fucker.
Miss Mr. Damon tipped $59.58. Mo looking to break. Hook and go on weekly
Altria.
inverse agent S. Also do miss Mr. Damon, but I'm sure your back doesn't.
Would you? Oh, I'm sorry. Also, do I miss Mr. Damon? Also, do miss Mr. Damon. I'm sorry, miss Mr. Damon. What's going on with the miss Mr. Damons, dude? What are your pronouns, dude? Thank you. Mr. Miss Mrs. Thank you so much for the 59.58. Oh my God. Yeah, we'll look at Altria, the cigarette company, right? Yeah, let's do it real quick while Bitcoin hits its lowest lows of the day, for sure. I mean, Altria was like, oh, is it screwed? No, it's uptrending, certainly. Yeah, dude, this thing's still in a very real uptrend. Okay, it was in a bearish trend, and what we did, we identified a bullish 5.0 that developed, and the 5.0 PCZ back tested the bearish trend you were in and stayed above the 200-day moving average, and it was weak performance. That was it for us when you knew, like, hey, things could be turning around here. You're making higher lows, you broke a resistance, and then down sloping consolidation for a while, and yeah, you back tested 5170. I don't know if it goes back anymore. Nah. It was just here. It's just this peak from January and December, or January 2020. And yeah, you confirmed that that's support, and you're rallying now. The gap fills the immediate target at 55.40-ish, and then you'll be headed back up to 56. Again, if you ever break $56, $57, you go up to 61.80. Unfortunately, there's a lot of peaks and valleys. And I think when you start breaking 61.80, that's when things start getting a little bit crazier, maybe $70 target after that. You are uptrending though. This is undeniable, and this is, we could most likely, let me just clean it up a little bit. There's this older data. We were, you know, monitoring it on the way. We really, really were. It's a really nice downtrend that was broken. That was so cool. I love when that happens. Reminds me of CLR. Look at this. Yep. That's kind of pretty much what you got going. You know, we have conceptualized the uptrend with the linear regression tool, and you're in it. You're certainly within it. So yeah, I mean, 50 again, the gap fill, but probably $57 to be tested again once you break that 61.80, and then $70 after that. Okay, Mr. Damon. No, my back. Mrs. Mr. Damon every day, but is grateful for the Herman Miller. So Miss Damon, I don't know Miss Damon, but Mr. Damon, literally, you know, this was like the beginning of my streaming career, kind of, and I was like, need a new chair because my other one was falling apart, and people were like, you should get a Herman Miller. And I look at them like, oh my God, $800 chair, no way. And then Mr. Damon's like, here, throws down $800, and I ordered the chair that day, and it came in, and I'm still using it. It's from 2018. And that same Herman Miller chair that was $800 is now like it's like $1,200 now if you want to buy a new one. Same thing. Inflation like crazy. It really was a legendary tip, man. So there's your Altria, bullish on tobacco and cigarettes or whatever, unfortunately. I mean, a lot of people be stress smoking, I guess, you know, during the Great Depression. Here's your daily on Bitcoin. Still looks just absolutely terrible. I'm sorry. This is awful. I don't care if it held. It looks really bad here. We've already talked about why it looks bad here. This is the first time in history Bitcoin price action has done this. It never did this before. It's doing it now, and I think this is just indicative of absorption of remaining demand on Bitcoin before it collapses. And if Bitcoin collapses, altcoins will collapse. They'll be, I'm going to go get the collapse. They're going to be S-coin 2 times, right, from Goodfellas. Bullish on addiction. Yeah, bullish on famine, unfortunately. Bullish on addiction to drugs. Well, I mean, you know it, man. Like, there were, I think, over 107,000 drug overdoses in the U.S. last year, in 2021, which is, of course, by far the highest drug overdose number on record anywhere in the world ever, right? Even for America. So, yeah. Huge drug problem. And then what happens when people taking drugs? Well, there's a huge spike in like drug use. Maybe it has something to do with the lockdowns. People being locked inside, cooped up, isolated from human interaction, and not being around people will make you delusional. All right, Bitcoin 29K right there, just cracked it for a second. Anything Bitcoin does bearishly, kind of, is going to be extremely bearish for everything else. Like Ethereum's already, at its session lows. Heading on down to 1732 again. Once that breaks, it's over, dude. Once 1732 breaks, you go to 1420. Yeah, you'll stop at 1600 or 1589, but I think the target's 1420, man. After that, 1200, because 1420, because it was the previous cycle's top, but it's also a peak here and a valley here, a candle low close. So it's just, there's data there, and that makes the most sense. But yeah, you're screwed. Sorry. Not cars and crypto. We can't do that, man. That was in 2020. You got your Band-Aid. Now it's real bad. We have way worse problems than a flesh wound. What's going on here in our economy? More like our economy has, and our markets have like heart disease and cancer at the same time. Not good. Big yikes. I don't know if it's tonight's the night or today is the day that it's all over, but it's coming, man. But I'm talking like where we get another one of those days, May 9th or whatever. We're going to get one of these huge waves down. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be so ugly. It's going to be really bloody. We're already over 70,000 drug overdoses this year within 5 months, going on 6th. Yeah, it's terrible. I don't know what's up, Probst. How you doing, man? You happy 28K? Yeah, I sure do. That's unreal, man. And no one talks about that. No one brings that up. Your total, back testing a level as resistance. That's bearish. There's a bearish breakdown with confirmation on the daily yesterday, and now a bearish back test, and now we're trying to follow through, seems like. Of course XMR is going to go down, and if like big one breaks 28,782, yeah, it's lights out from an arrow too. Yes. So pretty outside. Wow. Jay, real facts. Oh, we didn't even look at this chart. I can't believe I didn't look at it. I'm almost embarrassed. Let's look at it real quick. because it's so bad. You can't not look at it. Hex chart. Jesus shines for Hex because it hit that target, right? Once you break the support here, it looks like, I mean, once it got to this level, it's like, it looks like Bitcoin from 2018. What did Bitcoin do in 2018 when it broke the support? Lost 55% of its value in 5 weeks. Hex has lost 43% of its value in 4 days. 4 days. So Jesus chimes for running to the next level that made any sense technically. And if it doesn't hold that, then the next level is 4 cents, which is another 40% downside. There's your Hex chart. Where are the Hex Moon Boys? No one's saying anything about Hex anymore. Yeah, but my Rolex, dude, my Rolex. Yeah, okay, well. You ready for 4 cents if this doesn't hold? Tell me you're ready. There's Bitcoin 28.9, down almost 1%. Right back at that very, very key level. Like you're just, I'm telling you, man, sign of weakness was today. That huge wick up was to scam people, breakdown buying, breakdown shorting. They got liquidated so fast, and now what's happening? No bids really after the squeeze and the liquidation, and rolling over again. It's not good. That's terrible price action. Wow, Ethereum's down almost 2% now. Right back down. Once that breaks, chat, you better understand what will happen most likely to Ethereum soon. Another 17 to 18% downside, and all I can do is tell you about it. Trustless, that's baseless and not correct at all. About to get crushed. Oh wait, it's already getting crushed and will continue its getting crushed while the macro continues to deteriorate. Monka S, dude. Probes, you see that? Mr. Damon tipped your tip amount. Are you upset about it? Someone tipped Dan and Melissa's 2420 several times back in the day, and they got upset about it and they stopped tipping me. It was crazy. I was like, what? What? I can't stop people from tipping that amount, 2420, you know? So they probably stopped watching too. It's like, but Bitcoin dominance is rallying on the day. It is. It's up 0.13%. At its highest high since October of 2021. Moon. It is mooning. 50% incoming.
It's been fun since the sea crash. Lots of good memories of pumps. Gig. Cheers for that one. Have to take rough with the smooth. Just waiting for the CME gap fill and ignoring the market.
What's up, Unemployed Baker? Thanks for 1337, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Just the same thing. Like all you 18ers. It's the same thing we're going through. We're just kind of, that means we got a while, man. We're gonna have to deal with this crap for a while. Time and lower prices will remedy everything. But are you ready for that? Can you tolerate that? Can you understand that? That's the hard part. All right, man. Ethereum dominance. This is a problem. because it's collapsing now. It's below the 200-day moving average, and a death cross is upon you too. This could be Wyckoff distribution up here finally. It makes plenty of sense. What a run it's been. The parabolic uptrend's been broken. All right. It does look like momentum is shifting bearishly, doesn't it? It almost looking like index funds kind of, you know, before they collapsed and rolled over. Yeah, dude, looking real bad here. It's down 1% on the new day and probably heading to 17.3% market cap dominance. Be aware. Ethereum to Bitcoin also screwed. Broke that support, heading down to the, well, it's, yeah, heading down to the level 5.3 to 5.7 million sats. That's the target. You're on your way. You'll be there. You took out your previous lows. You made a lower high, and now you made a lower low. Things are starting to change. It's not good. You've got to be cognizant of that. So, hard target, horizontal line, support resistance from history. You know, 2017, 2018, and recently in 2021. That is where you're headed. Below the 200-day moving average. That's another development. It's bad, right? Probably getting close to a death cross here. You already death crossed. You tried to golden cross and death cross. You are really bearish here, man. Like, this is not, things have changed like that. And that's why you're here. New data presents itself. You must also be able to adapt and change your tune. When it was so bullish, things are changing now. It's doing things it hasn't done in a long time, which is lower high, now lower low. Okay. Here we are, just wait for it. When it happens, it's going to be terrible. It'll be a candle like this from May 9th. Candle like that, you'll see. Be a big old fat 12% red candle. And people will be like, I didn't see this coming. I couldn't believe it. It's like, dude, 4 hours kind of giving you finally a little bit more evidence of bad stuff, which is a lower high, which is distribution clearly, and the sign of weakness.
Hamachi the Kid. Long time no see. Been busy, but still here and still supporting the stream. Keep rocking.
What's up, Lil James? Thanks for the 15, dude. If you work hard, you can become Big James. Thank you, dude. Cheers. I'm just like saying, man, like, this is just bearish consolidation and absorption of the demand here. Dude, you could understand why there would be so much demand here. Buyers are trying. I think they're just like, this is the most insane, desperate attempt from buyers to defend this level maybe you've ever seen on Bitcoin. And once it breaks, man, all those people that were desperately trying, they run out of money to keep it propped up. And it just, it does what it did on May 12th, but this time around, it's real. It's not a scam wick. Because it was already crashing before that. Okay. Push the price up. Oh my God, we got to protect ourselves while we offload some of our position before it actually really collapses. Because it was just this exhaustion impulse. It was just too destroyed, too oversold by the time you got to the support. So it had to hold. And now all the oscillators have reset, and you could be getting ready for another massive breakdown. And to me, it makes plenty of sense, you know. If you don't have the orange tinted glasses on, it does make lots of sense. If you have orange tinted glasses on, I could understand you're in denial, certain denial. But just remember, is it orange tinted glasses or is it green tinted glasses? Because Bitcoin will serve the same purpose at 20K as it would 30K at 40, 60, 100, a million per coin. Who cares about Crow at 5 cents? Let's talk about 9 cents. 9 cent Crow is an extremely real possibility based on what we know about historical price action between 9 cents and 21 cents or whatever. So Orange juice tinted. There you go. Yeah, that's the only orange that's okay right now. You can be an orange juice moon boy because the trend is your friend, right? All right, I guess I'm just gonna get food and just get out of here. It's just doesn't even matter if you're like kind of forecasting this right. It's just the sentiment is so dead in this space, man. So thanks everyone for coming out. Thank you Crypto Hoarder for the 358.59. Thanks for being here, everyone. I'll be back until next time. Respect the T. Hey.